Yeah, I think you see that happening. I think that all of this interesting information, the work that the Johns Hopkins group is doing, and now other groups, what they're doing, that's where all this is leading eventually. I mean, they're in the stage now of essentially collecting data after there's a number of more clinical studies and bigger clinical studies and multi-center studies and all that. Gradually, the data is accumulating that psilocybin is useful for certain things. Pretty soon, it will be possible to take that data and go to the FDA and formally petition to, there's a formal protocol for getting any drug approved. You have to go through those hoops, and so it will be possible to submit an IND application to the FDA, an investigational new drug application, and then it's approved to do clinical studies, and that usually goes through several stages. Eventually, after you've shown it's safe, effective, all of those things, then it can be approved as a drug. And once that happens, it can pretty quickly become available to therapists,
And we've liberated it.
And we've liberated. We have medical psilocybin, just like we have medical cannabis. We can talk about medical psilocybin. And once it's liberated, then people can start, individual therapists can start using it in many different ways because of the off-label, the off-label. So can it be used for individuation? Sure, why not? It can be used in the context of psychotherapy. I don't think these drugs are ever going to be something that, you won't go to your doctor and get a prescription and, take 2 of these and call me in the morning. I mean, it's not going to work that way.
The drug companies might never actually
used in the context of therapy, either shamanic or psychotherapy or some hybrid of those two things, But you got to have you have to use them in a context.
Right, and also you have to have the plants available. So I was wondering, before our world experiences a collective singularity, we need to find a way to share the plants, but nobody knows where to get a plant to begin with. So do you have any resources for plants or seedlings or cuttings or spores that you could share with our listeners?
Well, yeah, it's not true that you can't get these plants. On the internet, there's all kinds of places that sell at least the legal ones. And so far, the Psychotria and Banisteriopsis you can buy on the internet, and you can make your own ayahuasca. They're so far not restricted. Spores and psilocybin are a little trickier because some states have banned the spores. So you can't order spore prints. You used to be able to, but now you can't because states have restricted it. There are some states where they haven't been restricted, and those places usually won't sell into states where they've been banned. So that's trickier. You just have to look at something like. One website I know about is the Shroomery. And they have a lot of information on how to grow mushrooms of different types, and they may have information on there where to get the spores. Probably the most straightforward way to do it is through word of mouth. A lot of people do grow mushrooms now, and some keep the spores. You basically have to shake the tree a little bit and use the network and hope that you can find it.
Okay.
As far as the plants themselves are concerned, so far they're not restricted. Not that there aren't efforts to do that, but they haven't come. They've come to naught so far. And like I said before, the best thing to do is do it on a personal level. If you know people that grow them. ask them for cuttings, grow them yourself, and then propagate it that way. Do what plant people have always done.
Share, yeah.
Share your plants, share the knowledge.
Well, I'm sure that people are going to go out searching for people to see if they can find somebody, networking around for users of substances. Dennis, it's time to hand your voice back over to Green Meadow, but I want to thank you very much for your participation.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time this evening, Dennis. Paul Varley said, "The best way to make your dreams come true is to wake up." We thank you for your dedication to waking up. Your honest curiosity and intellectual study of the mysteries of plants and minds have been a great contribution to many who also seek to wake up. On behalf of Fox and all members of the WebBot Forum, thank you, sir. In the tradition of our loving and pie making, may you and yours have many good pies to come.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I hope to meet all of you sometime. And
it's been delightful meeting you. We were kind of like, oh, what's he going to be like on this interview? And it's been very pleasurable.
Okay, well, I had fun. I had a good time. So, yeah, everybody's happy. So, yeah, thank you for inviting me. And we can always do this again sometime. Right now, I'm in the pressure cooker, kind of trying to write this book, but get back to me in 6 months, and who knows? If I haven't made a lot of progress by then, there's something wrong. So the work is going forward. I'm working hard on it.
Thank you.
Be in touch, everybody, and be well.